What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley is commentating to ESPN now, and he had a lot to say about the potential fight between Terrance Crawford and Errol Spence. You know, this is the targeted super fight, the fight that people wanted to see in the welterweight division. You know, this is like the Joshua Deontay Wilder or the Canelo Jacobs, you know, or Canelo Golovkin 3, right? And he said some interesting things when it came to Terrance Crawford and Errol Spence. He said that Terrance Crawford is a very slippery guy. He said he's a thinker. He makes you think. His boxing IQ, he can understand what Errol Spence said about him being light in the ass, right? Because he is smaller. That's his disadvantage. But he said that Terrance Crawford will make you think. He can switch hit. He can box. He can move. You know, he can bang when he needs to bang. He can give different fronts in that ring against Errol Spence. And the thing I want to get around to say something that he made a spot-on prediction about. If Terrance Crawford was in that ring with Mikey Garcia that night, Mikey Garcia got defeated, he would have stopped Mikey Garcia. Now, that's some real bold words, but you know what? I have to agree. Because I feel, first of all, like all you guys know, I feel that Errol Spence carried Mikey Garcia. I don't think his intentions was to go in there and knock him out. Okay, I don't think that was, you know, what it was. He might have, you know, he turned it on in spots, but he didn't turn that gear to the point. Let me stop this kid. Let me get him out of there. You know, because I've seen him track down Carol Brook. You know what I mean? So if he can track down Carol Brook, why couldn't he do that to Mikey Garcia? And Mikey Garcia didn't move that much. That's why I'm convinced that he carried Mikey. So Terrance Crawford wouldn't have. Terrance Crawford would have stopped Mikey Garcia because he has no respect for that side of the street. He has no vested interest of keeping Mikey Garcia around or wanted to, you know, he didn't care about Mikey Garcia saving face. He would have stopped Mikey Garcia. And I believe that because Terrance Crawford knows if he has you, and he's going to eventually get you out of there. You know, that's the difference between him and Money Mayweather. That's why he's more like Pretty Boy than Money, because Pretty Boy is either going to make you do 2 or 3 things. He's going to beat the hell out of you until someone throws in the towel, or he's going to stop you physically with just the accumulation of punches. And, you know, and the referee just has to come in like, hey, no mas. And I believe Timothy Bradley has Terrance Crawford. I have Terrance Crawford beating Errol Spence, regardless of the size. Now, however, he's sparred with Terrance Crawford, so he knows. But he admits he never sparred with Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is a monster. And I think Errol Spence is very good. I think he's very good, and it is disappointing to see him carry Mikey Garcia like I think, because I think he should have stopped Mikey Garcia and made Mikey Garcia know you shouldn't have brought your ass to 147 thinking that you were going to do that to me. You know what I mean? And gave him a soft touch. You know what he did? He did what Manny Pacquiao did with Antonio Margarito in the 12th round of their fight, really the 11th and 12th, okay? When he had Margarito dead to rights, ready to stop. He kept giving him combinations, but he let off the gas, right? He changed the gear. He downshifted the gear to a slower pace to let Antonio Margarito coast, okay? That's what he did. So, since he's done that, we don't know what kind of gear that he has. Maybe he's saving it for Terrance Crawford, and if he does, I want to see him in top gear against Terrance Crawford, and you know what? He will need it. He will need what he had to do against Kell Brook if he has any chance of stopping Terrance Crawford. If that's what his intentions are, he has to do it, by God, because fighting Terrance Crawford's going to make you fight him. But again, that fight is a massive fight for so many reasons, you know, and mind you, I got Terrance Crawford. But if Errol Spence can stop Terrance Crawford and the fight can be made, first of all, and he stops Terrance Crawford, he will be the man's in them. Okay? Then you know what? If he beats Terrance Crawford, guys, mind you this, Errol Spence will get 100% full credit from this channel and from myself. Okay? Because he did what people wanted him to do. Now, if he doesn't take it, typical from a PBC fighter, an Al Hammond fighter, they won't take those risks. That's why, I don't have too much faith in the fight happening right now. But if it does happen, and he does beat Terrance Crawford, he doesn't even need to fight Danny Garcia, nor Keith Thurman, nor any of those guys no more. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to unify the belts. He can go to 160 and get that real money against Canelo. That's the fight that he should do. That's how you challenge yourself. If I want Lomachenko to go up to 140 to 147, I'd want the same thing for Errol Spence, leaving 147, going to 154 to 154 to 160. That's what I want. That's what he should do, because he should prove how good he really is. Okay? And that's the only way you do that. Move up in ranks. Move up in weight. Test yourself. Test your might. But of course, I'll leave the link below to this Timothy Bradley interview, so you guys can see what I saw. Tell me what you think. Do you got Terrance Crawford? Do you got Errol Spence? Of course, please subscribe. Until then, guys, you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.